At 5, we're here for you.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Darian Trotter. New tonight, a federal judge is ordering ICE and DHS officials to release a 5-year-old boy and his father from detention in Dilley. News 4, the first station to push the news out today. Adrian Arias and his son Liam have been in the South Texas Family Residential Center more than a week now. They were detained January 20th by ICE agents in Minnesota during the Trump administration's immigration enforcement surge. Earlier this week, protesters gathering outside of the facility demanding their release. Several lawmakers from Texas have also visited the detention center and the family. News 4 San Antonio's Phil Sterling joins us now live from Dilley with the latest. Phil.
Now, Darian, that judge said that the government did not follow the law surrounding that case around the father and son that were detained in Minnesota, like you said, about a month ago. Now they're here at the South Texas Residential Center that you can see behind me in Dilley, and they're ordering that the father and son be released. According to court documents, Adrian Conejo and his 5-year-old son Liam were detained by immigration officials earlier this month. Their attorney asked a federal court to intervene, arguing the federal government violated legal procedures when it took them into custody. Today, U.S. District Judge Fred Beery agreed, ordering immigration officials release both the father and child.
Why are we detaining children, 5-year-olds? What is America becoming when we start putting young people in detention centers?
Kyle Sinclair, running for the U.S.'s 21st congressional district as a Republican, says he feels sorry the boy was caught up in immigration law, but it is against federal judges making broad decisions for DHS.
So I do not firmly believe in federal judges making national injunctions across the bases for what the Department of Homeland Security is doing, in particular ICE.
For now, the judge is also ordering that the father and son be released to a public place as soon as possible and no later than Tuesday, February 3rd. However, it's still possible the government could appeal this ruling. The order also required that the family or the father and the son's attorney be notified 2 hours before they're released, and that the father and son do not be arrested for immigration as long as the order is in place. Phil Sterling reporting live from Dilley, News 4 San Antonio.
All right, thanks a lot, Phil. In a statement to News 4, Jennifer Scarborough, who represents Adrian and Liam, says, in part, she is grateful the court was able to act swiftly to reach a decision. She also says her team is working with the family to ensure safe and timely reunions. Another protest is set for tomorrow at the facility. LULAC says the protest will start at 1 p.m. Dilley police working with the state and federal partners to make sure the community stays safe. They're asking people to stay away from Highway 85 tomorrow to allow first responders to work effectively and safely. A federal judge has ruled the Trump administration's immigration enforcement surge in Minnesota can continue. Both the state and city of Minneapolis sued federal officials earlier this month, saying the operations violated the Constitution. In her ruling, the judge says there was a strong showing the surge has a profound impact on the state. However, she also says the harms of the operation must be balanced with the harms an injunction would pose. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey says while disappointment is surrounding that ruling, the city will continue to pursue the law. A new federal report detailing how much money troop deployment to U.S. cities cost taxpayers in 2025. The Congressional Budget Office says the deployment of federal troops to 5 different cities cost nearly $500,000 through the end of December. Those cities include Los Angeles, Portland, Washington, and Chicago, where many Texas National Guard troops were sent. Texas troops were forced to stay outside of Chicago city limits when a judge ordered they could not be deployed. San Antonio